Circadies, you were saying something about something.
Story might
Where
be
we were,
something.
I believe.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
No, we were in the process of planning a route to travel to the northeast of the continent.
Oh,
We were
right.
kind of deciding probably not going to go through the desert, the Nethril, but like maybe go around it
Mhm.
to the south,
If I
or
recall
trying to
correctly,
find a teleportation solution at a larger city.
right? Yeah, because if I recall correctly, you were going up the hills far to see if you could find something there.
Right, I knew it was a bad plan. Okay, right, because Hillsfar is in a good state right now. Yes, that was the plan. Yes.
Yeah,
This
it's
all
normally a
is
pretty
coming
bad
back
place,
to me.
but
Oh dear God.
I'm sure with recent events, it's probably even better.
Sure.
It's like two negatives cancel out, right?
That's how math works, yeah.
And we're trying to get.
So we received a summons, Third, if you want to start there with a.
That's true. You did receive a summons. Paston received a summons specifically from a bird, which asked him to. Actually, I'll just repeat the summons. How about that?
Okay.
Just as a refresher. So I actually have this written down. Oh, I knew it. I forgot to open up something in my Word document.
You have chosen wisely.
There we go. And the summons was this. Come at once to Gauntlgrim for an audience with King Brunor Battlehammer to discuss matters of grave importance concerning your experiences in the Underdark. And there was really no more to the message. And you had put your minds together and thought about it. And I forget exactly who, apologies, but there's at least one of you who knew of the rumored entrance to Gauntlgrim, or at least one of them was around the north of the Desserin Valley.
That's why we're headed up there. Okay.
Yep, and that's why this place
Right.
is circled. You don't know the exact location.
Yeah,
Like, it's
because
supposedly
travel in the
over there.
Underdark kind of sucks.
Yes. Yeah, because it was like, did we go through the Underdark or through the above ground?
Yeah.
But especially considering the Underdark is now getting swarmed with demons and whatnot. So
I think it was actually my idea to go topside just because I related what I had to go through last time.
Yeah, your trek was not the most fun.
Yeah.
And that was me by myself with full speed, well, with most of my full speed, while stealthing. And that still was just like,
Right.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
that sounds right.
And
Yep.
Underdark travel, just because of its nature, does take like multitudes longer. I mean, I know we have these one-to-one maps up here, but to go the same distance is not equivalent at all on them.
Yeah, the terrain is completely jacked
Yeah.
if you go underground.
Yep, and it's kind of like 3D as well, so you could be going like up
Right.
for a while and down
Yeah,
for a while,
so
and
who
then
knows?
you actually travel just a fraction of the way. So there's all sorts of complications. But you were traveling to Hillsfar. We made a little Indiana Jones dot of your route here.
I had forgotten about yes.
Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun.
Exactly.
Don't forget, everybody still has an inspiration from the feast that you had down in Solgaunt.
Right.
So you still got that. And you are very close to Hillsfar. You had passed after giving a gem to the halfling their farm. And
Right, so
you are
they can-
now...
Move on.
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
You are now getting closer after seeing all sorts of, not weirdness, but all sorts of signs that things are deteriorating. You've been stopped several times by the Red Plumes, armored soldiers in red plumes, who seem to just in general have a bad attitude. But they haven't directly done anything to anybody. But you approach Hillsfar. And Hillsfar is...
Before you continue with that, just really quick, Jesse, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Just wanted to make sure to get that out there before we continued. So thank you.
Yep. So Hillsfar is, and supposedly still is, a trading city on the coast of the Moonsea, which is this little section of the map really doesn't do it justice. It extends out east a lot more. But I mean, the Moonsea is a pretty famous area of trade, and you can go around and reach other areas than just this eastern part here. But more importantly, Hillsfar is a major city. Maybe not as famous as places like Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, but it's still a pretty major area. And as you get close to it, you can see that there are some fairly strong and tall walls surrounding it. Fairly well built. You see a host of different flags flying above it. There doesn't seem to be one particular flag. As a matter of fact, there seems to be a lot of towers that seem to be flying their own flag over the tops of the cities. It's almost like each family who is here, or each organization, or each trading company, whatever, seem to be flying their own flag at the top of a tall tower. You do see that there are some people leaving this place. They seem to have been packed up and are just trying to get out of town. They don't seem to be anyone who are particularly well off. They just seem to be the normal folk coming from here. There are red plumes, quite a few of them at the gates to the city, which are currently open and allowing people in and out. And there's still traders going in and stuff. It's not like everybody's leaving. They seem to be checking things as they come in. They're not really paying very close attention to what's going in there, almost just giving people a casual pass over and saying, be on your way. It's probably the least strict city you've come across in your travels the past few months.
Okay. Yeah, especially not like Gracklestug.
So they do seem to still be respecting like the law of trade, as far as you can tell, which is basically just come here and trade wherever you want to, in a nutshell.
Okay.
So real quick, before we actually get into the city, excuse me, bacon throat. Do we? You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Do we want to just like, how do we want to approach this? Because we could sneak in, we could walk in obvious, we could walk in normal, in other words, blend in. Like, we have a lot of options for how to approach this, and we should probably assume there's at least some hostility here. So we should probably think about how we're going to do this before we do it.
Right. So most of us can pass without any sort of issue, but we might want to think it's going to be hard to walk in casual with Globagul.
Yes. And also, honestly, probably me. These people are super racist. I think I know that in character.
That same token, then Liam's going to have an issue too.
He could probably he could pass more easily than I can. Like, there's no hiding.
I will note you do see non-humans going in.
Okay, so that's actually a good sign.
It's not.
I was gonna say, if they're at the point of lockdown and other races, we got a problem.
Okay, so that changes it as far as which DEFCON we're at, but
yeah,
ultimately, still we'll have to solve for Globagul.
What, Guido? What?
Oh no!
I'm ready.
Okay.
Fireball. No.
No. Remember the scene in Return of the Jedi where they're bringing Chewbacca in the handcuffs?
Mm-hmm.
So we do that with Glabagul.
I like it. I like that idea.
Get the little tendrils going out, and there's just.
I was gonna say one note. How were we gonna put anything on Globagul? But yes, I'm on board with this. We have to that also means we have to knock out some bread plumes, so we can get their outfits. So we look like we're we can say prisoner transfer, so it's plausible.
Are you trying to import something?
I am. I think you.
What the?
I'm not the table host, I guess, anymore. You are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it is on Guido. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could rehost if we have to.
Let me see if.
Or if you could just transfer it.
Say, did our game table get hacked?
Yes. We knew too much. We've already covered this.
Far too much.
Treason.
Okay.
Yep. And there it is. And there it is.
I actually sold you all out. I'm sorry. I've been working on the side is letting the computer know everything you've been doing. That's been what I've been up to.
Very good. You get experience.
Perfect. Wait, that means I've learned something, doesn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Damn it!
Gotta have to walk that back.
Whoa, what is that in the middle?
What's what in the middle?
Do you not see this in the middle of the table?
Looks like a character sheet for Bren.
Hang on, I'm going to take a screenshot of this because what the hell? Here, I'm going to share this. Are you on Discord, Third?
I am.
Here, this is what it looks like to me. I can see Globagul there for a bit of an anchor.
Oh yeah, no idea. I don't see that at all.
That's weird. I can interact with
Wild.
it and everything. Like I could type stuff on that. What the
I'm
hell?
gonna go ahead and
Here, I'm gonna link this in the your channel that I forgot existed until just there it is. This is what I see. And yeah, there's Bren.
yep, I'm seeing that same thing.
Oh
Wait,
my
you know what?
god, what is going on over here?
I'll rehost.
Wait, don't do it just yet. I need to take another screenshot because this is just wild. Look at this. There, it's zoomed out now. I'll put it over here too. Check it out.
Oh, they're
Like-
fighting.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
I've got that
DP
same.
parentheses something 4 looks like. And that's something.
I'm sure it's
something.
nothing.
Yeah, it's. What did you do?
Everything
Well,
is
Third's
actually
actually
in the
thinking
handbasket.
They're seeing things they shouldn't see.
Yeah.
That's the secret
True.
encounter they're about to fight.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Okay.
all gone for me. Double checking to make sure everything is correctly here, but it looks like it is. Yes, there's no more death things.
Okay. I imported something. I don't see it. Well, we're just having all sorts of good luck today. Oh, here it is. Never mind. It's just locked for some reason.
Live demo, folks.
Yeah. Okay. So I was wanting to put the Hills Far picture up here.
I don't know.
There we go. Hills Far. You know, seen from the Moonsea, but still. You can
Very
see.
Italian.
Yeah.
So, okay, getting back to the point.
Yes.
Do we want to just casual our way in? Just act like we're merchants or adventurers and just, if anybody asks, just like what? Just act like it's a Tuesday.
So, okay, maybe then we can potentially sell it that if anybody asks, we're delivering Globagul to a wizard for study.
The only reason I hesitate on that is because that is a lie and all of our lies suck. But
No, our charisma is great. What are you talking about? We got this.
but I kind of
We do
agree
not
with
have
you.
this.
I think like I think the goal here is just to not be pressed to that point.
Right. Just but as a backup plan, it's either that or what's
Or-
that over there, and we run.
Yeah, let's just kill our way in. All right, third
No,
roll
no, not
initiative
that.
for
Oh, God.
everything.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Initiative
Ready.
against the town.
Yep, we got this. I've played Skyrim on how that works when you attack someone in the middle of town. It's just 10 minutes of you gradually killing everything and or dying and then reloading because you can't do the quest anymore.
No, it's just if you attack the chicken, you're dead.
Really
Or
never
that.
should have come here.
Yeah. All right, let's press our luck.
All right. So you get a bit closer and you can see that there are some edicts that are posted next to the door, the gate here. And they just seem to describe some very basic rules. It's kind of like, just don't, go around killing people, murder, that the stuff you would kind of expect. The one that's highlighted is the Great Law of Trade, which essentially means do not interfere with legitimate trade. That's what it boils down to. And it defines legitimate trade essentially as almost anything. It's actually very, very lax. The only things that they really don't seem to allow are dangerous magical items. So it's like,
Like say a gelatinous cube.
It's not an item. He's a person. There's a difference.
That's true. That's true. That I take that back. That was and says.
I mean, they give an example like obvious, AOE necrotic stuff, things like that. Things that we just have.
I just had a great idea.
That would be bad.
Let's do as I see that, an idea strikes me, and I turn and say, okay, instead of like we're trying to sell him or whatever, we're trying to find information to like take care of it, right? And that'll be true because seeing that, I'm actually going to do that while we're here. While you're looking for our teleport thing, I'm going to actually do that. So now it's true. We don't have to lie, and we've got our backup option.
Okay. I mean, because we no one would believe us if we told them the truth.
No,
gelatinous cube, Globagool.
We found a sentient gelatinous cube in the Underdark, which is infested by demons.
Right. He's training to be a cleric of Kelmvor. He's also receiving paladin or fighting training from our our monk. And we're going to see what he could do for like spell casting, and he's been a loyal companion. He's helped us take down a dragon. No one's going to buy that. And that's the dumb thing. Is like we can literally tell the truth, and no one would believe us, regardless of what charisma score we have. I don't even believe it half the time. I was there.
Roll your persuasion.
I know. And pray, lots of praying.
So you get to the gates.
What's with this gelatinous cube?
Yeah, just without pause, just like right there, first question, no waiting.
No, they don't run out and say that. That's fine. You do notice that they do seem to have a mage amongst the red plumes here, and he is obviously not wearing red plume regalia. Seems to be some sort of guild mage of some sort. And Liam, you and probably Tassin, you can tell he obviously has some sort of like detect magic up, because you can see him doing the normal look over of items and people and stuff. And you're like, yeah, I know that look. He's looking for auras and that sort of stuff.
I'm gonna get dinged. I'm gonna get dinged with the breaker. I know it.
Alarm bells start going off.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going through TSA right now, and I'm like,
yep.
Yeah. I've got fruit in my carry-on. They're gonna ask me. They're gonna.
Anything to declare?
It's an apple. It's an apple. You could see it's an apple. Come on.
Sorry, only apples of this size or below are allowed.
Yeah, exactly. You've gone over the size of apples.
Did I ever tell you the story about the beef jerky going through the Canadian border?
No.
Okay,
you can have that. No, that's an okay thing.
All right. So at the border, there's the I want to call it the exchange. That's not the right term for it, but it's basically a giant gift shop for stuff.
The duty-free store.
Duty-free. Right? There we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. This was back when there was the big mad cow issue. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the days.
Anna and I are coming back from my grandparents' house. Okay. And we get this like pound bag of beef jerky at the duty free.
Right.
Made in Washington. So we're coming from Canada into Washington. Made in Washington.
No, that'll never track.
Anything to declare?
Yes, I'm bringing this home. Shut up.
Any fruits or vegetables? No.
No.
Any meats or anything? And the guy sees the bag of jerky because it's sitting between Anna and I in the truck.
Right. Okay.
You can't take that with you.
I'm sorry.
What? You can't take that across the border. What? It was made in Washington. I'm taking it back into the state that it was made in. Yeah. Can't take that with you.
I'm returning
it's not
it to
even
the
open.
land.
Can't take that with you. Mother.
What? I would love to hear the rationale. I mean, the fact that it was made in the location you were literally trying to get to
Yeah.
is one thing, but an unopened package of jerky, not what I would consider a controlled substance. Now, I don't know. Maybe that jerky was amazing, like medicinal wise, but I'm pretty sure.
And it's dry. Well,
Yeah.
It's not contaminated. Even if it had been, it's not anymore. It's cooked.
Right. They cured that stuff for a reason.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt the game, but I had to share that.
Wow. Just wow.
You see someone ahead of you getting thrown and tossed into chains because he dared to take some deer jerky across state lines.
Where did you get this? Where did you get this?
It's from here. I
Take
bought
this
it.
back to Baldur's
Here.
Gate. I don't care.
The kiosk is right over there. And
They just
guys like,
fireball.
hi. Yeah.
Thank goodness. All right. So you get up to the gate. You've seen people go through it. You basically just get questioned as to what your business is, if there's anything you want to declare, and that's basically it. There's a red plume along with the guild mage who seems to be checking a list and who's speaking for the group as they get up, or who's presenting himself.
I guess that's me.
Okay.
You're the aristocrat.
Yep. So you get up there, and without much more than a glance up, the red plume says, "What's your business in the city?"
Passing through.
Passing through where?
Baldur's Gate is our end destination, right? Okay. Yep. Heading to Baldur's Gate.
Roughly.
All right. Anything to declare that we need to know about?
What are you looking for?
Don't be a smartass. Don't be a smartass. Don't be a smartass.
No, I mean it's a legitimate
No,
question.
I'm saying that
like,
about
you know.
me. I'm like in my head. I'm like, no, don't,
Okay.
just don't.
He says, he kind of shrugs and says, "Got gunpowder, dangerous magical items. What have you got? Anything like that? Anything that could possibly harm somebody accidentally?"
Accidentally, no.
Okay. And then he glances over at the guild mage, who seems to be looking up and down the party, and he says, they've got quite a few items on them, but I don't see anything that looks particularly terrible." And he says, "All right, go on through."
You don't need to see our items.
Yeah. There's a couple of things like in pockets that he wouldn't be able to see, but they don't seem to be that thorough in checking that stuff. And they just pass you through the gates, then you're in.
Okay.
Does nobody even look at Glabagal? Like, not that I'm complaining.
just no?
They look
I'm
at them.
just-
They don't seem to particularly care that much.
Like,
Just go.
Okay,
Just do
you know
it.
what?
Make an insight,
Okay.
you can make an insight check if you'd like.
done. Let's do it. I'm actually curious what the hell is going on. I'll use.
How are we getting away with this?
Yeah, what is going on here? This is weird. That's okay. Someone else roll. I didn't even notice the whole exchange. I'm eating beef jerky. I actually stole it. I pickpocketed the guy's beef jerky.
Somehow,
I'm seeing
yeah,
it.
exactly. All right, I'll try an insight check.
Yeah, it's a 6 after my +3.
Oof.
Yeah, so you're like, I don't know.
Excuse me, I have a +4. I would be a 7.
22.
Oh, good,
22.
because I got a 10.
Oh my
Okay.
god, we're apparently, and I'm just sharing the beef jerky with him. That's what it is.
Oh,
Like, here, Liam, try this out. That was really good.
So Tassin,
I've got the
they're
mad cow.
surprisingly hard to read,
Mhm.
but the kind of the feeling you get from your insight is that they've probably seen weird things like this before,
Okay.
and they're not particularly instructed to care a whole lot about this stuff.
Okay.
This is probably one of the most lax of rule cities you've been in quite some time. So, you just get a feeling they just don't really care a whole lot about it. Not really news to them.
Okay.
Oh.
Great. Let's take the win.
I don't have orders that deal with this, so don't care.
Yeah. And we are grateful. Man, move it along.
So you get inside, and once you get inside, you can see that there's a lot of on the street trade going on here. Like merchants just obviously meeting up, to just swap things. People standing by the side of some shops and inns and stuff, just having wares displayed. This is like a pretty busy trade area. And you see more mundane things being carted around as well, mainly things coming from the docks where people are just either carrying stuff in carts, carrying stuff by hand, a lot of that going around. You can tell there's definitely, just from first glance, there's definitely some sort of caste-like system here. There's probably some people who are indentured servants or worse that are walking around here. You do also see that there seems to be signage here, which points to various locations in the city. You've got a place which points to the Hillsfar Castle, and you can see that way up on the hill up there as well. You've got a place which points to the gate which you just came from. There's a fairly new but well designed sign which is pointing to the arena as well. That one seems to have been spruced up recently. Then you have an area which indicates you can go this way to get to the religious district, basically, and it lists the Vault of Swords and the House of Happiness next to it. And you do see a couple of inns and taverns, at least maybe the more major ones which are listed here. You've got the Dragon's Lair, Hydra's Den, Classy Lady, Diamond in the Dung, the Rusty Nail, and the Gully.
Wow.
You do also see, I suppose most of everyone would have at least heard of these people. You do see a sign indicating this way to the Embassy of Thay.
Oh God.
Now,
I go there and burn it to the ground.
anyone who just lives in Faerun has at least heard of Thay before.
Truthfully, I probably know very little about the Thay in my background.
Sure, but I think if you have been outside at all, you've at least heard of Thay.
They probably have an
Thay.
enclave.
Thay, like
Okay.
Thay.
Okay, I thought you were saying Fae. I'm like, that's not really
That's even
what that
worse,
means.
actually. But
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
But
So
like, the
Thay
Red
is,
Wizards of Fae.
and I know I've made this allusion a couple times, no joke. Thay is basically North Korea in this setting. They harbor magical weapons of mass destruction. They are there's a bunch of wizards which supposedly rule it, which are not rumored, but confirmed to be really evil people.
Right.
they're led by the most powerful lich in the setting.
Yeah, Zastam.
So not quite ready to fight them yet.
Their distinctive thing is that the powerful wizards among them shave their heads completely bald and have red tattoos on them.
Okay.
As a quick aside, that's regardless of gender too.
Yes.
So
So
if
they're-
you see a
they're
bald
kind of
Thay,
aligned.
they're up there regardless.
They're
Okay.
very, very distinctive. And they wear like tailored reddish robes and stuff. It's like, even if you've heard of them, you could probably point one out in the crowd. Now, that being said, they're also, at least Zastam and some of their members are weirdly, cunningly diplomatic in ways. So they have, and they're, I'm putting this air quotes, good allies to have for some people. Because, they don't openly mess with you if you're allied to them, at least. So it's a complicated situation. Like I said, it's kind of like nobody likes them, but some people ally with them out of necessity.
So if I could jump in here,
Yeah.
they're Google. Now that sounds like a joke, but hear me out for a second.
Okay.
They are they do some very messed up things on a regular basis, and a lot of the higher ups level things are very questionable. However, the services they provide and the goods they survive are basically top notch. They are the merchant kings of Faerun.
Okay.
Like a lot of this stuff, if 99% of the time, if you deal with the Thay, it's actually not in the oh my god horrible necromancer stance. It's in the I'm buying something, trade, service, good, person, information, whatever. Right.
So the scene right now is a necessary evil because they're useful.
Yeah.
And they make especially magical good. Like they're actually top tier wizards, and that's only the stuff that you know about.
Like that's why I use Google, because they are
Mhm.
quality. Like
Yeah.
they do produce legitimately high quality stuff.
They're dark, but they're quality.
It's not like, say, Walmart, which, you know, is that's the bargain bin you go to.
No, I mean, and you know, to be fair, you would probably be not out of places to have them in a city like Hillsfar, which is a big trade city. But anyway, they're there.
I'm just saying, if we want a teleport thing, that is probably going to be our best bet. I don't know that in character, but out of character, that you would know that, Liam.
I was just gonna say I would probably know that being a wizard.
Yeah, Liam, you're actually being a noble background and a wizard. You are probably uniquely positioned to know a lot about Fae and what they can do.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, if you'd like to, Liam, I will give you a history check with advantage because you've got a lot of stuff going with you about what you know about Fae.
Ooh.
Oh, there's also a sign pointing to the docks, but you know, we kind of know about that.
I go immediately to the docks and punch people for no reason.